50 quid they've had your eyes out. Hello. As you can see, I'm back in my little spot of woodland today. That's rapidly becoming my show you test area. And today, what I've brought along to have a little look, it's going to rain as well. Nothing new there, is there? I bought myself the Oex Expedition Tarp. I'll put I can't remember the weight of it and things like that, so I'll pop it somewhere here or whatever with the details on. I got this a few weeks ago from Go Outdoors. I actually got it to marry up with my Oex Bobcat. I think that's what most people use this tarp for, is it goes over the top. It just gives you a little bit more living space on the tarp itself. It comes with 2 poles, and I'm hoping it comes with the pegs and the guy line's already attached. I've not even opened this yet. I bought it, and because the weather's been so bad, I've not actually had it out and tried it, so you were seeing it inside this for the first time. If you watch Paul Mesner's video on the new Oex Bobcat, the ultralight one, they've brought out the ultralight tarp, or it's due to come out at the end of the month, which is exactly the same as this, but obviously it's made with the ultralight materials, and Paul's got that going over the top of the ultralight Bobcat. So you'll see how this is used. So I'll get it out of its bag. So as you can see, it comes in this long tube. You can see I haven't even took the things off, the labels off it yet. I think I paid $49.99 for this from Go Outdoors. It was on one of the many offers that they have. I'm just waiting for it to start hoying it down. So inside the bag, what have we got? It's just the name, Expedition Tarp, batch number, etc. Well, we've got some instructions that come with it there. So, but I'm hoping it should be self-explanatory. Yeah, different ways. Don't know if you can see different ways that you can set it up. Like I say, it comes with 2 poles, apparently one long and one short. So, but you can have either one short at one end and long at the other, or you can marry them both up. Right. So here it is again with a ribbon round it, just to keep it in place. I'll pop that back in the bag. Let's have a look what we get in here. That's the pegs just fell out. There's a pole, or hopefully 2 poles in there. And there's the pegs. I'll pop this around this tree just to keep my bag safe. Right, let's have a look at the tarp, shall we? I don't think it's a square tarp. Oh, that's a bonus that those are attached. Those are attached to it. The guy lines. There you go. You've got your line locks on there. It's like a Dyneema kind of material. Feels very light materials. Oh. Let's have a look. There's an eggshell down there for some sort of dicky bird. I'm going to assume that the dull side is the inside. Right. Caught around each other for now. Just do that. So I was expecting, now there is a grommet hole there, and it's extra reinforced, so I'm going to assume that is for one. Yeah, because there it looks like the seam is running along there, which is a taped. It's all tape seams as well. So I'm going to imagine that is for one pole. So what's the best way to do this, do we think? I'm facing the wrong way for the wind, aren't I? Let's have a look. I'll get this sorted anyhow. Sorry, covering the lens there, wasn't I? So it is a rectangle. Got your Oex badge on there. I'm standing on all the guy ropes. So I'm assuming it can go either way then. So, right, I'm going to get some pegs in and I'll bring you back when I get it a bit more sorted. There's the rain's coming. Take two. So what I have done is I've put that front pole in at its longest height. So this is the one that goes in the back. You can have this 2, 3 sections, whatever. You basically divide what the long pole is. But that's them. You just standard Oex aluminium poles. What was a bit of a faff. I'll turn you around and I'll show you. I'll take you down off here. Oh, do you like? Have I mentioned my new Temu hat? Temu snood. They suckered me in again, didn't they? Offering me vouchers. Spend £10, get £5 off. Spend £20, get £10 off. Spend £30, get £15 off. Anyway, I ended up spending about 50 quid, didn't I? So, man, I got a dash cab. I got a fire pit thing. You know them ones that sit up off the ground and the legs are like this to cross over, and you get the metal, like bendy metal sheet material on top. And that's it. So I got one of them. Got a dash cam. Got some mats. Got some socks. Got some tops. Yeah, what else did I get? I can't remember anyway, but they diddled me out of 50 quid. I say diddled, they didn't. It's all pretty decent stuff, to be fair. I was surprised with the dash cam, really good picture on it. Anyways, back to what I'm on about. I'm going off it again, aren't I? Even got a Temu bra. I didn't. Yeah, so there's the poles. One problem I did have, because they're not elasticated, I'll take you down off here and I'll show you what I've done. So you can probably see the bend in that pole. I don't know how to. I've loosened this and it's quite a flexible pole, like. But the thing is, there's no elastication through these, you know, like on a tent pole. So when you're lifting it up, all the ones that you're underneath kept dropping off. So you got to pick it up, and it was a bit of a faff on, if I'm honest, to get that sorted. But yeah, there's plenty of guy out points. There's obviously your top one in the middle, and another one there, and they're reinforced as well. There's plenty of room inside that. I could basically stand up. That's me more or less stood up inside there. That's it on its full length, like. I might drop it down actually. But we'll go around this way. Yeah, so you got another guy out point here, so you can pin that all down. So I'm just popping it up just to see how it looks. I haven't guyed the back ones, I've just popped them the shepherd hooks. That's what you get, just aluminium shepherd hook pegs. But I might drop that front one down and see if it makes a difference. But yeah, so with that other pole, you can put that in the back and you can basically have it like a elevated airframe shelter. That's how it looks from a distance. Yeah. Is it worth 50 quid? Well, if the wife asks, yes. I think it is. It'll be worth its weight in gold, to be honest. If you have this over the Oex Bobcat tent, I think you put it over other tents as well, like, but just to give you that bit more space inside where you could live forever. So I've dropped that pole down on that now. But you can still see how it's bending. I'm trying to move it, but all it does is just sinking into the soft ground when I'm moving it. So yeah, I thought this was rectangular, but it's not quite rectangular. It's sort of like curved slightly at the back, if you can see. Here comes the rain. Here comes the rain, doo-doo-doo-doo. And I say, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. She said, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Right. See what it's like inside. See if I can get a chair in and a cup of tea. Just before I get in the tent, I'll just turn that up because the wind's getting up. Look at this, I got off Timo. $2.99. It's a little tiny tarp. I think it's only like 3 foot by 3 foot maybe, in its own little bag. I think I paid £2 something for this. I thought it would be coming handy as a little ground sheet, little pegging out point on the corners there. Yeah, so what do you think that is? 3 foot? Maybe it's 4 foot? I don't know, 3 foot. Let's have a look. I can't get it up against because the bloody wind's gone there. Can you see me? Stop blowing it! Yeah, so it's whatever, it's that wide. I'm going to call that 1, 2, 2.5, 3 foot, probably 4 foot long. It's, £2 or something, ridiculous. There you go, I've had it on the floor just to see, it's alright. Tiny little tarp, back in its tiny little bag. There you get your bag in. The chair, it's not in the best. You could sit down in there, but I'll tell you what has happened. You see these guidelines here? On these, I've had to put another knot in there so they're not pinged through, come through the hole there, so I've had to redo that. Yeah, is this worth the money? I'm not entirely sure what it is, you know, not even when it was on offer. I mean, don't get me wrong, the material feels great. Everything's reinforced. I'm not happy that this pole just keeps bending, so if you were to have it at its highest, you got a right bend. I mean, that's not even at its highest there, look, and you can see the bend in the pole. I mean, as for it sinking into the ground at the bottom, obviously because there's no caps or anything on the end of that, half a tennis ball would solve that, like, but should you really have to do that when you've already paid best part of £50 for it, you know? And this pole, I don't know what diameter that is. I'm thinking it's probably about 7.5, maybe it's 8. But really, for it to be any steady, it should be at least 10 mil, I'd have thought. It doesn't matter where I put it, you get that bending, unless it's right down. So, I don't know. I think it'll work brilliant with the tent, but maybe as a quick day shelter as well. Like I say, I'll put all the specs up for you somewhere. Somebody's shouting through there. There's a dog walker's just going past at the end there. Yeah. So, I don't know. I'm, to be honest, I don't know if you can tell, I'm a little bit, so far, a little bit disappointed in it. Because I bought this with my own money, obviously, but yeah, the jury's still out. But at the present moment, I think I've got buyer's remorse. So hang on. So I'll do. I'll just show you what I meant about when you're trying to get this pole under here. And I don't know, can you see? I'm hoping you can see. So obviously that goes through the grommet like that, and you've got to hold this whole bottom to put it up. But if you forget to, look, you see, the poles just fall off. I don't think I'm doing anything wrong. I mean, they could just do with a locking mechanism. But yeah, as soon as you tilt this up, snap it, look, they fall off. I think there could have been elasticated, if I'm honest. I don't know why it is. Well, I don't know, so you can use the other pole on it, but that is a right pain, that. Like I say, when I was setting it up, I kept lifting it and moving the pole, and every time I did, even just forgetting to hold the bottom to keep the tension on, they just kept falling out. So not good, not happy about that. So I've just tried tying it up in the trees and things. Just, I haven't really got a lot of time to mess on with it, if I'm honest, but yeah, you could. Oh God, look at the state of that. You could, given the time and the inclination, probably set that up with some paracord or whatever, and make it into a bit of a better thing. But yeah, I think for 50 quid they've had your eyes out. To be fair, it does pack down really small. Obviously I've took the poles out. The sun's blinding me. I've took the poles out. But yeah, you can get it down tiny, carry the poles separate. So yeah, this will be somewhere, I don't know, wherever. It won't be in order anyway, so yeah, disappointed. I wish I'd have just stuck with me 20 quid tarp from Amazon or whatever, but you live and learn. Like you say, it might go on the Oex, it might be perfect. I don't know. There's too many tie ropes on it as well, too many guy lines on it and stuff. I'm just finding faults for fault's sake now as well, I think. So I've took the mic off, that's why I'm this close to you. Right, wherever this is, and then we'll carry on with whatever else I'm frigging whinging about. You know what? I was more impressed with that £2.99 tarp from Temu than I was with that frigging £49.99 Oex Expedition Tarp. Oh well, if that tarp, the Oex tarp, was priced at around £29.99, which is what I think it should be, is its worth, then it'd be alright, it wouldn't grumble. But apparently it was already reduced down from, I think they've had them up for like 75 or 80 quid. They always say that, but I think they actually had been. And then it was reduced down £49.99. It's overpriced for what it is. It's well overpriced, but like you say, you get suckered in. I'm sure I might have paid £39.99 for it actually, and I think the £49.99 at the moment, but I'm sure that'll come down now that the ultralight versions come out. So, but yeah, it's overpriced. It should really be priced around £29.99, something like that. Right, this will also be somewhere out of order. Eyes out. But I've not tried it on the tent yet, which is basically what it is designed for. Well, it's not. It's designed as a standalone tarp as well. So I don't know. Right. Anyway, I'm going to get it packed away. I was going to have a brew and that, but it's disappointed me that much. I'm having a heart attack. It's disappointed me that much. I can't even be arsed doing that now, so I'm not going to have my brew. Yeah, I don't know, fingers crossed it just works all right with the thing anyway. So if you've liked this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you don't subscribe, please consider doing so. If you're new, subscribe, because I've had a few lately. Thanks ever so much for subscribing, it's really appreciated. And if you don't subscribe, like I say, get subscribed, press the button, it all helps. I'm getting closer and closer to that 1,000 mark. So yeah, right guys, that's it from me until the next one. Love you all loads, bye for now. Mwah!